this the summer cheese. So tonight, as usual, we like to open the floor to questions and comments and feedback. But before that, I'd like to finish what Master Shinwa was talking about, the Pureland Dharma door. Okay? We'll take about 10-15 minutes. Okay, so last night we talked about how in the Pureland Dharma door, this is their traditional Chinese, Asian kind of thinking, that it's to get out of the wheel of reincarnation, you have two ways: transcend the three realms, the desire realm, form realm, and formless realm, whatever it means, okay? You need to transcend it, meaning that samadhi power has to be high enough so that you transcend all worldly thinking. Right now, you're bound by worldly thinking, you don't realize it. Okay? So through this meditation practice, you're being guided to break through your worldly thinking. That's keeping you in this wheel reincarnation. Is that clear? That's a Chan approach. That's what they equate this to, climbing a worm, boring through the inside of the bamboo stalk. Okay, it's hollow, and each joint there is very hard. The bamboo body itself is hard already, but the joint is much harder, 2-3 times harder than a regular stalk. So the Chan approach to the Pure Land people is like a worm having to bore through the inside of the bamboo stalk to get to the top. That's how you get out of this three realm. Is that clear? That's the imagery. Whereas the Pure Land Dharma door, they say you just, instead of going up here this way, you bore through to the side. The body of bamboo stalk is a lot softer than the joint. So you go outside and you climb up. Okay? And this is what the Pure Land people are adamant about. They say, why are you Chan people so stupid? You have to do it the hard way. Okay? We are much smarter. We are superior. We have this expedient where we go to the side, that's horizontal escape, and then you climb up. It's a lot easier. Wrong. Okay? This is where I have fault the Asian Pure Land approach. They oversell it. They oversell the approach. Okay? And they got away with it because of the Chinese Pure Land people. Jing Kong, all the Chinese people, including my favorite, not the president. You one-track-minded people, Master Shenhua, he sells the same pitch. Okay? So for a while, I was confused. Okay, I said, something is missing here. Okay? That you can go to the outside and you climb up is a lot easier. Yeah, but like everything else in life, if you have it easy, then you're losing something. If you have it hard, then you're gaining something. Is that clear? Nothing is ever for free. Okay? And so, what's missing here? Okay? They talk about going to the Pure Land, like going through, escaping horizontally, meaning you go to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land, and then you climb up. It's a lot easier. It's true in some sense, but also misleading. Why is that? Number one, how do you know you get to the Pure Land? And then they tell, well, the Buddha, Amitabha Buddha says so, therefore it must be true. Yeah, unlike Master Shenhua, Amitabha Buddha would not lie to you. He would not mislead you. He says, you recite my names, you go to my Pure Land. He never said you go to his Pure Land this lifetime. Notice that. So most of the people in Asia who recite the Buddha's name, they don't go to his Pure Land this lifetime. They all, usually most of them fall. That's a fact. I see it. So that's why my claim is that the Chinese Pure Land teaching is misleading. Just like everything else, including when I teach you Chan, I take away the misleading part. I demystify the Chan world for you, because there's lots of things are not taught to you, okay? For good reasons. So I will not teach you too much either. But I want to demystify you about bodhisattvas, about enlightenment and so forth, because it's an oversell. Just like Pure Land, it's an oversell. Okay? Each Dharma door has its strengths and weaknesses. The Asian Pure Land approach makes it seem like it's the best thing possible and is a lot easier than Chan. Nothing is further from the truth. It's so wrong. If you practice Pure Land, you think, I want to recite Buddha's name, I'm going to be reborn to Western Bliss Pure Land, you're a fool. No two ways to describe you. You buy into this easy thing because you're cheap. You want to get off easy. I don't blame you, but it's for the Dharma master to continue this tradition. I keep on losing my vocabulary now. That's not a good sign. It's some mental deterioration. To continue this oversell to you, it bothers me. It really bothers me. Okay? Case in point, my master talked about this himself. Okay? But no one asked him, if you don't help me, can I get there? He helped so many people go to the Pure Land. It's true, he helped them, he can. But what if he doesn't help you? Can you get there? That should be your question. Why do I need to depend on him? And his disciples are so greedy. They said, oh, Master Shenhua helped this person, helped that person. Therefore, he's not going to not help me. I've known a lot of people, his disciples, nuns, and so forth. He didn't help them. They fell. I speak from facts. They fell. So the Asians appealed to your greed. They said, just recite and you'll be fine. Baloney, you'll be fine, but before you be fine, before you go to the Pure Land where you'll be fine, from now until then, how do you know how long it's going to be? That's my problem with Asian Pure Land Buddhism. They make it appear too easy. This bothers me. So I said, you bite through bamboo horizontally and you crawl out, okay? And if you buy segment by segment, this is like practice all the Dharma door, transcending realm vertically. Fine, okay? So vertically meaning you have to go to desire realm for heavenly king, heaven 33, and so forth. Yama heaven? There's no Yama heaven. Shuyama heaven. There's no Yama heaven. Ye Mo Tian is Shuyama heaven. Could you correct it, please? There's no such thing as Yama. I say, Yama is someone else I know, but not a heaven. He's kind of not pleasant person to be with. And I wouldn't call where he lives a heaven. Shuyama heaven. All right. Thank you. This is our translation, okay? I will not criticize it. Suyama heaven, we cultivate and go up level by level. That's correct. And that's the vertical transmigration. Okay? And it's something you attain yourself. When you increase your samadhi level, that's what you're doing. Okay? Exactly. That is correct. First dhyana, second dhyana, fourth dhyana requires a lot of time. Not necessarily. If you go, if the way they do it, it takes a lot of time. Not the way we do it. Only the Buddha name recitation, this horizontal transcendence, and carry one karma through rebirth. Okay, that's correct. This is the standard corporate line for Pureland Buddhism. That's correct. Okay, but do not ever be misled into thinking is that easy. Okay? Any karma extraction you have, you can take the land of ultimate bliss and be reborn. That is what he says. Okay? Any karmic extraction, this is misleading again. It's true, but the karmic extraction, he's talking about karmic extraction to your cultivation. Here to cultivate, it's very hard. You cross your legs, it hurts like hell. You feel like quitting. Okay? And you try to come to the temple, and your husband says, where do you think you're going? I work all week to support you. I come home weekend hoping to spend time with you. What do? You desert me. You go to the temple. You spend time with a bunch of weirdos. What's the matter with you? Don't you like it here at home? I build a home for you, for us. You should be doing Tibetan Buddhism like me. Okay, so you see, but so actually, no matter what school you are in, if you don't cultivate, none of these schools will be of any use. Okay, it's true. Whatever school you're in, you can cultivate the utmost. They all have the wonderful aspects, the spiritual quality of deaths and their own experience. That's correct. So a person is not perfectly fused would say mine is good and yours is not. Fine. Okay. Is at the end? How many more slides?
Ends on 347.
Two more. Person perfectly fused. I don't have sectarian views. Sectarian Chan teaching Vinaya Pureland 35 sects. Not even one of them exists. That's what Mahayana is describing himself. He has no preference. Okay. Now he understands them all. And he says, "There's no preference for me. I teach whatever is best for you." Okay. Whatever school is a teaching school, I teach you. Chan school, I teach you. Okay, but not just only Chans. In general, but I will teach you the particular Dharma doors in Chan that would be very helpful to you. Okay, and so that's why he says my Mahayana. Okay, here at my temple is what the entire Buddha Dharma. Okay, and we can start next time from 347. We never really wanted to get into this slide here. Okay?
We'll start on 348.
No, we start in 347. Okay. I just said so. Who's the boss here? I can't believe it. Disagree with me publicly? You teaching drew me all the wrong things. Okay. Okay, so my problem with the Pureland Dharma door, as they teach it, the Asians teach it, they make it appear to be so simple. I would like to explain to you, tell you what I think. Okay, it's not as easy as people think. Okay, there are different types of Dharma doors. if you have the conditions, if you have a lot of blessings, okay, for cultivation, then Chan and so forth and secret school are better for you. However, if you don't have blessings for cultivation, okay, then Pure Land is better for you. So, for example, your parents, your loved ones who do not have conditions to cultivate, then Pure Land Dharma door is much better for them. But if you have a chance to cultivate, do not ignore Chan, do not ignore secret school, do not ignore teaching schools. Okay? That's all. Should not be that simple. And I don't like it that the Pure Land practitioners, most of them now, bought into that concept that it's a lot easier, it's so easy, it's so cheap, why aren't you practicing it? Okay? If you practice Pure Land with that kind of mindset, you're not going to get very far. It's unlikely you get to the Pure Land yourself. Because you're damn cheap. You don't deserve to be there, to be honest with you. Huh? You think Amitabha Buddha is so desperate that he needs you to be there? Huh? He needs El Chipo like you to go there? El Chapo maybe, but not El Chipo. Huh? Amigo, what do you think of my Espanol? He'll be more amenable, as I repeat for you, Hispanics people. He's more amenable to El Chapo, but because the guy has class, than El Chipo. Okay? Any questions about this? And for you who don't follow the news, El Chapo is a king of drugs from Mexico, raiders country. Anyone else? Yes, sir, too.
Amitabha Master. I've been in the so-called, what you could say, that when a person near death and then you know them, you come over and you gather and recite Buddha's name for them. I've been witness two cases with the nuns at the one of the biggest temple here in San Jose. At the time of near death, their posture or their appearance is very bad. They look like they under tremendously pain and pass out, in and out, and then other people recite Buddha's name for them. For me, it doesn't look good because I don't know how much Kung Fu she went through with the Buddha recitation, but it looks very much passed out and in pain, and I don't think she can recite Buddha's name. And in other case, with one of my fellow cultivator, he also cultivated very diligently, and by the time of near death, his posture also looks really bad. Appearance also very bad. Looks like pass out, in and out, and very painful. And people from the temple and friends gather and recite Buddha's name for them. It frightened me very much after seeing those. And but the thing it make me is really sad that a lot of nuns, a lot of left home people, they see it and they went through that for 30, 40 years of their life. And they keep insisting that the way they practice is correct. That really, really sad for me, because it doesn't show anything that they go to the Pure Land and go to the higher realm. But after that, they keep practice the same way and teach the same way, that very, very sad for me. That how generally how the Vietnamese Pure Land practitioner and all, they all doing same thing like that. And the other thing, which is Master Shinhua helps his disciple to go to Pure Land, and a lot of his disciples expected. I heard one of the story when they do the animal liberation, and two of the birds fly into and land to Master Shinhua's hand, and he looked at them and he cried, and then after that he said that they were his disciple in past life. So meaning that
he didn't help them all.
He didn't help them all.
He only helped the one he liked, I think, or he hated, one of the two. We don't know which one. He's dead, so we can't ask him. Okay? So yes, there are the proofs there that he doesn't help everyone. But why would you? This is not this anti-cultivation. You cultivate to help yourself. You can't cultivate and expect someone to help you constantly. Only losers do that. Okay? And so, yeah, this is what bothers me. Why do you teach Chan or Secret School or Pure Land? Just because you need money to pay for your mortgage and your utility bills doesn't mean you should appeal to people's greed to bring them in, to get them hooked. That's not Buddhism. Okay, that's not worthy to be a Sangha member. Okay? When you teach Buddhism, the purpose of teaching you Buddhism is to make you what? Less greedy, less angry, less stupid. How can I possibly sit here and teach you things that only make you more arrogant, more self-satisfied, more, or for young people nowadays, more entitled? Huh? I deserve this. No, you don't. I sit here today because I earned everything. This is America. We have to earn our way. There's no excuses. It's wrong as a monk and nun. I have a problem with that. Wrong of monk and nun to mislead you and appeal to your greed, makes you more greedy. That really bothers me. It's so wrong. You should be ashamed of yourself. Just because you need to hang on to the disciples, your master disciples, or your disciples, it happens. After I'm done, my disciples have the same thing again. People, you're here because of me. And when I'm gone, they're going to ask themselves, why would they keep on coming to the temple? Okay? And it should not be based on the fact they appeal to your greed. That, if you keep on coming to the temple, I will save you. Master Yonghua will save you. I tell you this, I'm gone. I don't even want to know you. I'm done with you. I'm doing everything I can for you when I'm still here. But when I'm gone, leave me alone, please. Let me go enjoy my red car and my island, my beach and whatever. Come on, I deserve a break. Okay? To me, it is so despicable to appeal to your greed. I hope you, disciple, don't do that, because I will be turning in my grave. I'll be so ashamed of you. This is not what Mahayana, American Mahayana is about. Yeah, but it has to be true. You can't appeal. This is happening too often. They're all appealing to your greed. You come in the temple, you say, like me, respect me. That's greed, that's arrogance. That's why Such people, I can't care less if they come to the temple or not. You want to learn? I'd be glad to teach you. You want to learn? Do as you please. No one can force you to learn anything. Come and plant some incense sticks and leave. Nothing wrong with that. But don't expect me to teach you. Okay? Yes, JC. It's terrible. It really bothers me to see how desperate the monks and nuns are becoming, that they need to make you feel special, important, that you have a saying over how they cultivate because you give them money. God, that is dirty to me. It's dirty mind. It's horrible. You're greedy and you pass it on. You're greedy for people's money, and that's the only way you can teach them to make them greedy like you. You teach them your greed. Okay? That's why, don't worry, kids. I hope that you won't ever have to do that. Not for the sake of money. Yes, JC.
안녕하세요, 마스터. 마스터. 네. 제가 여기 보라 선언에 오는 지 얼마 안 됐는데, 한 달 반 정도 됐는데, 여기 오면서부터 예전과 다르게 굉장히 이렇게 화가 날 때도 뭔가 이렇게 거친 말이나 거친 표현 같은 게 툭 튀어나오면서 제가 놀랄 정도로 이렇게 뭐 운전을 할 때나 아니면 어떤 화가 나는 상황에서 그런 단어나 말 같은 게 확 올라와서 이제 깜짝 놀란 적이 종종 있었는데요. 그래도 말은 하지 않았는데 며칠 전에 이제 남편과 이제 이야기를 하다가 그렇게까지 화가 나지도 안 나도 되는 상황인데, 예전에 서운했던 거, 예전에 화났던 거, 막 얘기 못했던 거, 이런 것들이 확 떠오르면서 이제 막 고구마 줄기 나오듯이 옛날 일들이 막 떠오르면서, 그러니까 되게 거친 표현을 남편한테 했거든요. 그래서 이렇게 확 올라올 때 그동안에는 이렇게 지켜보고, 내가 이런 마음을 가지고 있었네라고 보고 멈췄는데, 신랑한테는 그게 멈추는 게 안 되고 막 나오더라고요. 그래서 내가 남편한테 이렇게 맺힌 게 많다 그래야 되나? 그동안 쌓였던 게 많은데, 이런 게 평상시에는 괜찮다가 뭔가 또 서운한 일이 생기거나 화가 나는 일이 생기면 이렇게 화를 다 옛날 것까지 이렇게 다 올라와서 이런 감정을 주체하기가 힘든데 어떻게 하면 좋을지 여쭙겠습니다.
Master, I've been participating in JC about 1 month and a half. I'm a newcomer. There are some changes, especially with the anger. Anger results some rough words and expression, especially when I'm driving, something happens and I get really angry, and then I feel this rough emotions arising, and I was really shocked by that. Fortunately, I didn't talk to anyone, so that was safe. But unfortunately, a few days ago, I was talking with my husband, and suddenly during that conversation, a lot of past experience arises, and the rough expression was given to my husband. Anger arises, and I could see or I could contemplate it before, but now I could not stop these rough feelings against husband. So when in this situation, would you please teach me what I could do?
I don't know. I don't know what you could do. I don't know you well enough to really tell you what to do. Typically, when you practice chant, this is one of the main skills we help you develop, is how to meditate. Okay? the Chan school. Or even if you practice secret school, you are interested in secret school or Pureland, we still use the same Chan training techniques to teach you about secret school or Pureland. Okay, same foundation. So you know, you've been here a little bit over a month, and you have a lot to learn. You're seeing some changes in you already. It's a good sign. It's the right direction. You practice with us. You should be less greedy, less angry, and less stupid. Okay, let's talk about your anger. Your anger, you said you're less angry, but now the flare up. This is also part of the process. You're less angry, but when you get angry, you are more intense. You're more angry. Okay? It's just like you work out. Okay? And now your arm is stronger. So part of your learning is that you learn not to abuse your strength. Okay? But however, there are times where you will lose control of yourself, and then you realize because you're stronger, you hurt. You can hurt more. Is that clear? So therefore, you should be aware of it. Don't be fooled into thinking that just because you practice for a month, you should have no more anger. Look at me. After 30 years, I'm still angry like hell. You don't want to make me angry. He said, when I'm angry, I'm deadly. Okay? And therein lies the other side of it. You know that you'll be stronger. You know that you can do more harm because you're stronger. This is why you need to learn to control your anger. Okay? It comes with that responsibility. If you become stronger, you learn martial arts, you lift weight, and you become stronger, and you can hurt people. Now, along with that, in order for you to continue to your practice, okay, you have to commit to not harming. That's principle number one. You think that we teach you meditation, we teach you about the 7 principles. If you do not follow the 7 principles, you will not get very far, my friend. Okay? So, bottom line, you have to be less angry. Okay? And you don't want to get angry because if you get angry, you can hurt someone more than you could before, number one. Okay? Number two, you lose a lot of blessings, you get angry. And number 3, very, very important, you get angry, you cannot practice Chan. It's like you work so hard for a year practicing Chan, okay? And you never address your anger issue. Okay, you say, okay, when I'm practice at the temple, when I practice Chan, I have no anger. Okay, that's fine. However, when you're not practicing, then you're prone to get angry. Okay, then your practice is not complete yet. Because every time that you're not practicing and you allow yourself to get angry and lose your temper, you're hurting yourself. So, in other words, you practice Chan so hard, okay? You make this progress up to this level, okay? Now, if you allow yourself, you indulge in getting angry and hurting someone and creating offenses, you fall back. This is what motivates us to control our anger. Because every time we get angry, we create offenses, and chances are that we regress. Same token, if you're jealous, if you're greedy, you indulge in that. You say, oh, no one needs to know that I'm jealous, I'm angry, I'm greedy, okay? You hide it, but what you're doing is you regressing. I watch it happen to monks and nuns, to lay people. This is why when we practice Chan, you need a foundation. What is the foundation? 7 principles. Okay? This is what makes you superior people. Because you not only work hard and you're willing to undergo the difficulties of keeping up with us and our demands, but also, okay, you are building your foundation of goodness. You become a gooder person. And that's a requirement for you to continue to improve. Everyone who improves is gooder than before. We take 2 people, different levels. This higher level here will be gooder than the other. That's a fact in Buddhism. That's why I look at people. I look first, what is your level? So that I know how good you are. Okay? I know what to expect from you. I know what to teach you. So you don't want, bottom line, you don't want to get angry. Bottom line, if you find yourself getting angry, your husband, at your son, whatever, this is what I teach to all my disciples because I used to do that myself. Okay? My ex-wife have a way of provoking me until I go berserk. You think it's funny? Is that what you do to your husband? It's something about Vietnam women. They know which button to push, and they keep on pushing and pushing until you really lose control yourself. Yes, we're stronger, so we can beat you up. We can overwhelm you physically. But you know, you have a way of getting to us and making us lose our temper. That's fair to me. Okay, one is physical violence. The other, to counter that, is mental violence. So what do? I couldn't understand it, but I finally that this woman has a way of bringing me to a breaking point, to the point I become an animal. So what do? I refuse to become an animal. I walk away. You win. I'm about to become an animal. I'm going to squeeze your neck until you die, okay? It's a behavior thinking of an animal. I said, I'm no animal. I cannot live like this. You win. I walk away. Back off. I lose. You win. Walk away. Stop blaming people. You just have to know that when you get angry, you get jealous, you get envious of others, because look around you, plenty of people who are better than you. Loser. Okay? And you become envious, become greedy, you're only hurting yourself. That's all. You don't want to go there. Stop blaming others. You're not good enough. Okay? You allow yourself to get angry, that's called stupidity. Nothing to be proud of. All your Chan practices are useless if you allow yourself to be that stupid and lose everything you gained. Okay? Do not, you practice meditation, do not allow yourself to be angry. If you're a little bit better, you have some Kung Fu now, okay? You want to stay around here, Don't be envious. Because there's plenty of people who are better than you, and they get better and better. Why are they getting better? Because they're not envious like you. We have a bunch of superior people here. I spot them right away. Okay? Look around. There are plenty of people who are better than you. No need to be envious. No need to be jealous. Okay? Yes, K YouTube.
땡큐 마스터. 이승남님의 질문입니다. 아미타불 마스터, 선출 기간 동안 좋은 말씀 감사드립니다. 강설 중 수행 시에 자신의 솔직함이 중요한데 일상 중에 부인이나 친구들이 같이 식사하자 할 때 원하지 않는 경우 바쁘다고 거짓말을 하거나 쇼핑 시에 꼭 지적하고 싶은 일도 피하는 등 다소의 거짓말을 할 때가 있는데 어떻게 하는 게 좋을까요?
Master, this question is from Isung-nam. Amitabha Master, thank you for your teachings during Chanchi. During your Dharma talks, you emphasized the importance of being honest with oneself in cultivation. However, in everyday life, there are times when I'm not completely truthful. For example, when my wife or friends invite me to a meal and I didn't really want to go, I sometimes say, I'm busy. Or while shopping, there are things that I feel the urge to point out or criticize, but I chose to stay silent and avoid conflict. In these kinds of situations, small lies and avoidance, what would be the proper way to act? Thank you.
Continue to avoid. Continue to make excuses. Nothing wrong with that. You missed these sessions. I told you, when you come to the temple, be true. When you're outside the temple, be yourself. Be your squirmy self, schemy self. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? You're not a monk. You're not like us. Like us, we do expect you to have higher standards of behavior. But you're a lay person. You need to conform to your society, especially in Korea, in Japan, in such countries where you're expected to follow the norm. You're expected to be accepted, and others' opinions of you matter. That's how your society is run. Then live with it. Okay? You're there. That's your conditions. That's called according with conditions. But when you're at the temple, the conditions are different. I'm telling you, at our temples, you don't have to worry about people accepting you or criticizing you. Okay? Just be true to yourself. Follow the principles. They don't understand? Tough luck. They don't like it? Tough luck. We're cultivating my standards, my norm, not yours, not your society's. Okay? When you're out of here, go back to your norm, go back to your life. Nothing wrong with that. It's called the middle way. The way the Chinese, Asian, Korean teachers, I feel that it's artificially imposed upon you. You cannot lie. You cannot cheat. You're a salesman. You're supposed to lie, man. How can you possibly make a living? You don't lie as a salesman. We all know that. So even if you're telling the truth, they say, no, you're lying. So what's the point in being truthful when you're a salesman? Lie. Make more money. Who cares? When you come to the temple, don't lie. That's all I ask. Yes, 5. You see, when you do that, it will be to the point where you're so strong that at the temple you learn to be stronger and stronger and gooder, so that when you one day you go back to your life and you realize that, I can sell better without lying because I have wisdom now. I didn't have wisdom now, so I had to lie. Now I have wisdom, I don't need to lie. I can sell much better without lying. I lie a little when necessary. Okay? That's the middle way. It's not artificially when you say, I hold precepts. I'm not supposed to lie. You're right. My American style is that don't lie at the temple, please. Okay? That's a new tradition, by the way. I used to teach it like the Chinese style. Don't lie. If you lie, you go into the hells, and your mouth of hell will stink. Okay? Yes, 5.
Thank you, Master. So, I'm a salesperson. When I go to work, if I go not being myself, how do I know when is the limit? Because it might get too far to the point that I might harm others.
Harm what?
Harm others.
What do you do to harm others?
Let's say if I lie something in order to get something, and others have to take loss for that, for me to get something for myself. Or if I recommend my customer to...
You're a salesman. You're supposed to lie to people. What do you want? If you don't like it, change jobs. Well, yes, but some point in time you have to decide for yourself. Is it worth my gains when I hurt someone? It's a question of conscience. You don't have to be Buddhist. We all have to decide that for ourselves. It's a personal decision. We don't know. When I lie to you, sometimes I don't realize I could hurt you so badly. And when I find out, I say, oops, sorry. We all make mistakes. That's how we learn. We're not perfect. See, my master allows his disciples to lie, to mislead them. That to me sucks. I don't like it. Okay? You have to decide for yourself. Is it worth it? Is it worth it to you? Okay? It's to me. If I lie to you, for you to give me $1 million, well, it's worth it. Never mind. $1 million is still not enough. A red car, a yacht, absolutely. Everyone has a price. That's my point. Okay? And as you cultivate, your price gets higher and higher and higher and higher. We evolve. I used to lie for $100 donation from the disciples. Thank you. So nice of you to come. Now I look at you. You look like a $200 person. Nah. You know that one of my nieces, she says, Uncle X and X is a $300 dinner person. I'm not going out with him. That's how she chooses boyfriends. She looked at him, is it a $200 dinner person? Or I'm not above that. I look at you and said, no, not enough to excite me. You have to decide for yourself, because there's some consequences. You know, you learn from Buddhism that when you lie and those things, there's some consequences. You steal, some consequences. You mislead people, some consequences. You cannot escape it. Is it worth it? You have to ask yourself. That's all. Okay? Anyone else? And that's cultivation. You have to face yourself. Is it worth it to me? And you know, as I said, your price, your self-sale price gets higher and higher and higher. We all like that, trust me. Yeah, I was turned on by $100 because I was so poor. Okay? And after a while I said, wait a minute. Why am I doing this again? Because I look at the people around me and I said, wow, this monk is also sells himself for $100. That woman as well, this nun as well. All the people I'm surrounded with are $100 monks and nuns. I don't like them. I said, no, I'm not doing this anymore. Forget it. Okay? Let me die of poverty. I can't care less. But I'm not going to sell myself. I'm not that desperate. Okay? That's one way aspect of it. That's, you have to face yourself. Number two, you're a salesman. Okay? You're a salesman. Okay? I look at salesman as delivering results. Yes, sales is a skill where you need to get people, help people decide to buy your product. True. However, when I sell, I have to believe in that product. Just like I'm teaching you right now, I don't believe what I'm teaching you is a waste of my time. I don't want this. If it's, you give me money, and I always ask myself, is it worth it for me to continue to mislead you and sell myself like this? Okay? And as I told you, my price gets higher and higher. It's highest right now. And you have to ask yourself, okay? What you do for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. For me, my standard is that my life has to be worth something. If it's only about making money, it's not enough for me. I want to be constructive with my life. I want to be able to feel that my life has not been in vain. They're only taking care of myself. And everything is me. I'm special. I'm entitled. I'm me. Okay? I want to be productive. I want to be constructive. I want to help. I want to make a difference with my life. Not indulge in myself. So it's a personal decision. So if I do this, what am I providing you? How is it helping society? I have to ask myself that. Is it worth it to compromise myself? If I lie to you, if I mislead you, in order for me to do my job, okay? What am I delivering in exchange for the price I pay personally? I ask myself that constantly. If it's not worth it, I stop. Because again, like I said last night, I have to like myself. If I don't like myself, I'm not going to do this. Are you kidding me? I don't need you to like me. I have to like me first. You like me a second. You like me a lot. It's 1.5. Okay? Oh, now she's hiding over there. Okay. When you get older and you realize that, what did I do my whole life? Did my life have meaning? Okay? If you make a lot of money at the end of their life, you have to ask yourself the same question. Look at Buffett right now. He's 95 years old. He has no one to follow him. His kids are levels too low. Okay, so whatever he does stops there when he dies. Like same with my master, he dies when he dies. Whatever he does comes to an end. So I look at that and say, I want to change that. I want to make sure that it continues. Much better than letting it die. That's the problem with these Chinese patriarchs. After they're gone, there's really no one to continue. From a 6th patriarch to 7th patriarch, oh my God, it's a big drop in quality. From Master Shenhua to this current one here, oh my God, it's from light to darkness. And we can't afford to have it. We can't afford to have this, since we are new here in America, and the world is going crazy. We need to get better, and we need to do more. Okay? And that's one of the reasons that motivates me. There's so much left to do. Well, my mind is actually it's slowing down. So, what's your name again, Hajumi? I don't remember anymore. My vocabulary is getting worse. Okay? So that's why these Chan Qis are very important to me personally. And these Qis are very important to us personally. This is why we speak Dharma to you every single night. But this is the most important transmission of the Dharma to me. Okay? This is a mistake that I feel the Chinese are making. They don't spend enough time training. To me, a great master like Master Huineng, the 6th patriarch, for him to let it drop to the level of 7th patriarch, like Yung Chia and those people, that's not good. They have other plans, I'm pretty sure. like Master Shenhua, I'm sure he has other plans, because if not, Chinese Buddhism will die. Chinese Mahayana will die with him. Any questions and comments? Would you like to say anything about the Chanchi? Anything that you like to talk about? Yes, too.
Well, I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to join these Chis and for all the work that goes into making them possible. But my question, just for Master, is just still struggling a lot with, or sitting here, if I can sit here for a long time and then just like anger coming up that I'm not even so clear on what it's about, or when I look at it, it seems a large part of it sort of directed towards myself. Any suggestion how to deal with that?
I don't know. Too complicated. Same problem. Same old. Way Mountain. I taught you already, but I don't think it registers. I have nothing new to say. Way Mountain.
Yeah. Thank you, Master. As I leave next week, I have thought about, since last week, I have thought about what I have learned in the state while I stay in Summer Chi here. And there's nothing particular, but it's more to what I confirm what Master used to teach. So I thought about it, and the first thing that I realized is the importance of Great Assembly. Master emphasized that follow the Great Assembly and follow the schedule and follow the instructions. Here, the WMT with Master Z present, and here it has a great, very good Great Assembly. So it made me it helped me to follow the schedule easily. I mean, it helped me. The following the schedule is not that easy, but even though it is difficult, it makes me to follow the schedule and also make me concentrate more. So I found that this good Great Assembly is very helpful to cultivate. That's what I realized when I practice Paninchi and Fuchi. And the second thing that I found is that listening to Master's talk in the spot live, that's very powerful. What I found, it has just listening has direct impact on me. I think it is listening to Master's talk on spot. It is as if that I get the individual instructions from Master. Well, when I have difficulties during the day, when I have the evening Master's talk, Master give me the instructions that I struggled for. So it was really helpful to be present with Master's talk. And the third thing that I found is that the importance of the community of the temple. It's not only the sanghas, but also the lay people work together. Here, I think that Sanghas and lay people work very closely, and each people have their own contributions, and collectively it's just more than adding up the individuals. So I would like to try to find my contribution, or what would I help if I go back to Korea. And this is very good. What it makes a good, very good synergy. So I think it needs to develop the community in Korea too, I think. And the fourth thing that I found is that the people here are very helpful and kind, so that I can. My stay here was really pleasant, and I got a lot of help from people here, and also because of the online network, I think that I already had found a bond with the people, and I was easily get along with the people, so that makes me I think I have a close bond with people here, and that makes the stay very pleasant, and I can easily concentrate on the practice itself. And there are a lot of things that I learned from the people. People here are very strict to the master's instruction and have a very deep faith in the master. So that was what I learned from the people here. And the one thing that was very interesting for me is that the walk between the seats. In Korea, we have 20 minutes. We walk around the Buddha hall, but here there are multi-lanes, so each one can walk by their speed. So and it was very fun. They cross the people and run. Somebody runs and somebody laugh, and somebody walk slow, and that quite helps me to for the stiffen stiffen knees. That was very interesting, and I think that we should adopt that kind of walk during the walk. I think I'm very grateful to the master that provide me this environment and opportunities, and all venerables and the people. I'm very grateful, especially Venerable Shintong gave me the food. I think that I'm one of the very few who eat 3 meals a day, every day. Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you, Master.
Thank you for your detailed comments. You know, when I was at my master's temple, the people who eat dinner, we look down upon you. You must be some kind of loser. I'm serious. When we talked about you, the people who eat dinner at our temples, you know, he eats dinner. You know, he eats dinner. She eats dinner. Yeah. And it shows that people don't understand at all. Anyway, I really appreciate your input. And each place is different. You know, here in the U.S., for example, we are all over, unruly, self-indulgent. So for you to force them to walk the same pace and this one pattern and so forth, it doesn't work well with the Western educated people here in the U.S. So that's why we lose. Okay, and it's not necessarily the best way to train you. Okay, we are a lot more flexible in our training. And it worked very well for us for the last 20 years. And at the point right now where I'm raised my standards, where unlike my teacher, I will now allow my disciples, the 3 abbots, to accept disciples. Because there's some people that I'm not interested in teaching. From now on. And because not only because I lose interest, but also because I want to take the opportunities to train my abbots how to teach people. That's of interest to me. I want to pass on that knowledge, that skill set. Okay? And so I'm selective now. You can, if I like you, like if you have money, that's what would help. That I would consider taking you. But usually we go through a ladder now. I like to to look at our abbots. Why do I say that? You will be hard pressed to find anyone of that caliber as your teacher. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of them. So you abbots should think about your own disciples. I accept it. Okay? You can accept disciples yourself if you like someone. And there's an advantage because I am supposed to be pure. But my disciples, they don't have to. She go for rich people and everything, okay? Do it for your master. So it'll be interesting. It will become more and more be the case where I will select people I will train personally because I need those people to be trained. I can use to propagate Buddhism. My master, when he talked about propagating Buddhism, everyone gets excited, but the results I see that they don't know how to do it. Okay? So, see again, that's Master Shehua's overselling. Okay? You get people excited, but you don't tell them how to do it. You don't train them how to do it properly. So that's why that's my interest. Next level is to teach, really train the teachers and spot the people with potential quickly and train them so that we can do a lot more. I don't have a whole lot of time left. I don't have time for losers, honestly. My disciples need to take care of losers. That's their jobs, like I did the last 20 years. Okay? So that would be interesting. So within a few years, you see that happening. That you have, you like in a Chinese system, you call Dharma brother and Dharma uncle. Dharma aunt. Hello, Dharma aunt. Because if I don't train them, they lose a lot of time. They're developing all these skills. My master never trained my generation. It's gonna be different. Your generation will be better teachers than my generation. Okay? That is the good ones. I will train the good ones. Okay? And the ones I like. You need to have a certain amount of money, honey. It will be fun. It's going to be more and more fun, I promise you. It'll be more challenging. And this is how you're going to improve. You're going to grow because it's more challenging for you. Okay? When it's too easy, I push you. 2 more days, 3 more days. It'll be fun. To me, it's I call it American Mahayana because it's growth. You have to grow personally. Okay? That's why I spot people with growth potential, I will help them. I don't see much potential, I don't care. Okay? Yeah. All right? But we'll be the whole machinery, People with potential, I will train. I'll pay attention to training them so that they'll be the next abbots and so forth. We're going to have a lot of temples. I promise you. Don't look at me being poor right now and underestimate me. One day, I'm still very poor, but I have a lot of temples. Because they don't belong to me. It's all leased and rented. But it'll be fun. You see, in my world, it's very simple. You grow, you become stronger because you need to carry more people. You see, there are two kinds of people I see. Some people say, me. I'm, what's in it for me? Okay, and those people are very limited. And there's others who says, what's in it for master? Oh, excuse me, let me take it back. It's fun. It's you as the Marines say it. Not booyah, never mind. Be all you can be. Yes, Army? Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Or McDonald's? Two kinds of people. Be all you can be or have it your way. So which one are you? Yes, you too. I'm very demanding. I have always been very demanding the last 20 years. Okay? I will not hide it anymore. I'm very demanding. Don't bore me. Yes, 9.
Thank you, Master. Thank you, Master. We have comments from Jane Clymer. We followed Chanchi remotely in Canada. Today, 5 of us sat together. 2 students sat 1 hour and a half, 30 minutes, setting their best, personal best. 1 sat in full lotus for the first time. Thank you, Master.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to say anything? It's a lot. There's plenty of stuff for everyone. Okay? Yeah. And again, the fact is that we got here today because of everyone pitched in his own ways. Okay? And we make it work together. Okay? And that's our strength. This community that is a building block of our work. Okay? That's as far as I'm concerned. Mahayana is you. My Mahayana is useless without you. So my purpose in life is to pass it on to you. Okay? Anyone else? Any comments? If not, we go back to meditation so that you can all become enlightened. And so, tomorrow, you have tonight till tomorrow. And we do tomorrow we finish at in the morning, okay? And in the morning, and we do a short ceremony to thank the Dharma protectors. Don't ever forget that, folks. There's no way you can cultivate without protection, without help. Don't be so full of yourself, especially you Americans. You're too full of yourselves. So many people are quietly helping you, protecting you. Otherwise, you couldn't do this. Otherwise, we cannot do this. Okay? So, be more humble. It's not about yourself. If you really believe that, you'll be a lot less full of yourself. You really owe a lot of people who are making a lot of sacrifices to help you. You know, one person makes his or own sacrifices, and another person makes sacrifices. This is what this community is about. Did you hear me? I see people making a lot of sacrifices, and there's some people who are just taking, and some people are making sacrifices. Okay? We're not making any demands. You can take all you want. But there are others who are making sacrifices so that you can take all you want. That's why it's called a community. Okay? It's very special what we have. It's small. It will get bigger and bigger only because it's useful to society. I have no interest in getting more disciples, getting something bigger, unless it's more useful. If it's not more useful, I lose interest. So that's why my disciple will train you who want to be stronger, want to be so forth. I will train people because they have this burning desire to be more useful. If you think you're here because of yourself and expect Master to train you, no, you get my habits. Okay? Questions, comments? I promise you, we get busier and busier and busier, and you'll be more and more challenged. Okay? And this is what's going to help you improve faster, because you need to do more for others. The Hinayana, they get stronger because they need to do more for themselves. And that's why they're small mind. I want you to have a bigger heart. Okay? Go home, be small, but at the temple, open your heart. Questions or comments? Okay, you're all so excited, I can tell. Okay. Okay, then if nothing to talk about, go back to your meditation. Go back to your cultivation. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for making sacrifices to help. Okay? I really appreciate it. Okay? If I don't know about your sacrifices, too bad. Okay? Okay. Yeah. See you later. It's like a beer. It works.